Okay. So what we attempted to do is to build a Wikidata to GeneWiki interface, because this does not really exist now. So first of all, what's the status? Wikidata contains all human and all mouse genes. The GeneWiki is a collection of Wikidata pages, of Wikipedia pages describing genes, around 10,000 human and 10,000 mouse genes. These are, some of them are stubs and some of them are huge articles, and all of them contain an infobox which is containing structured data. So what we have basically is we have the gene data in Wikidata, and we have the gene data in GeneWiki. So we have two, we have basically duplicated data. And the wiki pages is unstructured text mostly, and the Wikidata is structured and linked data. In general, the Wikipedia tries to store all the structured data in Wikidata and keep the link from Wikidata to Wikipedia articles if they want to have structured data in their Wikipedia articles. And this is what we attempted to do for the GeneWiki. So this is what it looks like at the moment. So we have on the right side, we have this gene info box with structured data. But it is basically represented by hard-coded identifiers and so on. And this should be replaced by direct links to...
yeah, so like this is not something that you can query from a program. It's like you basically would have to parse it out,
yeah,
just to query it. So that's not good.
So the objectives for the hackathon was to populate GeneWiki info boxes with the content of Wikidata, and to have a layout with a generalized pattern of populating these Wikipedia info boxes with the Wikidata content. And so Wikipedia should be querying these data directly from Wikidata.
Which means that if you change a value in Wikidata and then refresh the Wikipedia page, you'll immediately get the new value.
Yeah.
You won't have to wait for whatever bot is managing these things to get around to that gene.
Exactly. But there are currently several limitations in the API. So what's happening basically is that what you can do now is to directly create. The thing is, there are inter-wiki links, so linking different Wikipedia pages, and currently, if you want to access a Wikidata page from Wikipedia, you can only access one page which is linked to the article. All other pages you cannot access.
So for example, you can't link the same article to both the mouse gene and the human gene. You can only link it to one Wikidata object.
And most of them are linked to the human genes, so you can, so you cannot pull from Wikidata the data on the mouse genes if you want to have them represented in one article on Wikipedia.
And then if there's separate objects for genes and proteins, you can't link those either as well. Okay.
So what we did now is, because this is just on the rollout in Wikipedia, we populated a few pages on test Wikipedia to be able to test that for our purposes, and we just changed the templates to directly access the Wikidata.
So this is again the same code that we had shown before, but instead of hard-coded values, you have these things where it says get this property from that Wikidata object, which represents the human gene.
So this,
and then when you load the page, it'll go to Wikidata and pull that out of Wikidata.
This QID is a Wikidata ID.
This is
Yes,
the Wikidata item.
Yeah, the P is property, so P479 is the gene sample, for example. And then Q1232 is some human gene, and then every human gene has a P479 that stores its symbol.
Those are all like a stable ID. It won't, like for example, P469, it won't change if I add one more property.
Yeah, the properties are all like,
They all
there's a whole big like deliberative process that you have to do to add a new property.
Yeah, in order to get these properties into Wikidata, it's a community process.
Of course, on the test one, you can add as many as you want.
Yeah, for the test you can arbitrarily add what you want, but for a real Wikidata, you need to propose the properties. You need to really tell them why you would like to have them, and this can be a very big discussion. So it's not easy to get these properties created.
In any case, on the real one, most of the ones we want are already in there. I guess not all of them.
Yeah. One limitation is that not all properties are in there yet in Wikidata, but they are being created.
So obviously, for test purposes, we just implemented a couple of them.
Yeah.
Which is why most of those are blank.
So did you implement like line by line, or is there a program that you wrote that will automatically populate this?
This here, they get populated automatically. So we will come to that later. But this is just Python string formatting basically. It's no fancy.
So let's move on to the demo.
Yeah. So let's move on to the demo. Just a small demo here. Now we have no OMIM identifier, so the online Mendelian inheritance identifier.
Well, show the page first to show that the OMIM is not there.
Yeah, OMIM is not there in this here. This is what the Wikidata page looks like, and the OMIM, as you can see, it's
over there in the external ID section. There's no OMIM.
In the external ID section, there is no OMIM, and now we just run.
To add that in our example, OMIM is property 496.
Yeah.
So if we just uncomment this a little bit here, you'll see the from equals human is going to input the QID for the appropriate human gene for this article. And then, so if you uncomment that, it'll query the OMIM property for that gene and incorporate it into the page.
So we have it now here. So, and this is doing it for 5 genes now, but we can just stop it. We just do not need it now.
Go ahead and refresh the wiki page.
So, and we just refresh it.
Script all the way through.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run the one first.
Come on.
So yeah, this script takes some time because of rate limiting on Wikipedia. Basically, it could run like a second. And there's probably some caching stuff that causes it to not update for a few seconds or something.
Come on.
I'm not really sure.
To force the cache to refresh, just hit edit at the top and then submit. If you think that's the issue, then that's so. If you scroll all the way to the top, just hit edit and then submit without changing anything. That forces all the cache, the caching to all this stuff to be reused.
And there's the OMIM.
And here it's there now.
So now we can demonstrate going into the Wikidata page, the next tab over. and we can change a value and show that it'll be updated here.
Yeah, we can just let's just change the OM.
We edit it.
We just add a few numbers here just for demonstration purposes, and it immediately will.
If it doesn't work, just pretend it worked because we're out of time.
Yeah, come on.
Do Control-Shift-R to like force refresh. Oh, and we'll take questions and he'll keep pressing refresh.
Yeah.
It's probably caching on the server. So
Yeah.
do they edit, save again?
Okay, just edit and save. Meanwhile, questions.
So when you did
Now it worked.
Okay.
what's rate limiting in terms of, or how far have you tried to, I mean, granted these are test instances of Wikipedia and Wikidata. How far did you push scalability?
So the rate limiting thing is basically the API which does not support to query anything outside of these Wikidata item linked to one page, like this page. This is the one thing, and that's the main thing.
Oh, so one good thing is you only have to run the bot on this page to add the infobox once.
Yeah.
And then the code on the markup in the wiki page never has to change. It's as fast as you update the Wikidata, the data in Wikidata, the Wikipedia page is up to date.
The only time,
Whereas with the current approach, if some information about a gene changes, you have to wait until whatever bot you have running updates that wiki page again.
and this can the only time you need to change this template here is if you want to add new identifiers. And
So when HG38, when they switched from HG98 to HG38, if it was using this system, it would just sort of, as soon as that change happens in Wikidata, the Wikipedia pages would all be updated for all 20,000 or 10,000 genes that are in there.
And the good thing is you can do boxes like that in a similar fashion with for every type of data which is in Wikidata. You just
You can do it for
can
countries, you can do it for all sorts of.
do it for diseases, drugs, and whatever you would like to do. Yeah, that's about it.
Heart to heart.